I should have been a cowboy. Well, I might have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James, ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotgun for the Texas Rangers. Go west, young man, haven't you been told California's full of whiskey, women in gold, sleeping out all night in the desert stars, a dream in my eye and a prayer in my heart. I should have been a cowboy, should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my six-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing the young girls' hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. Yeah, I should have been a cowboy. I should have been a cowboy. All right, our little sound check song.
Yeah, there we go.
Rob Webb on the backup vocals.
All right, we can start this off. Here we go, and the intro starts.
Let's do it.
Right now.
You're listening to the Funbox Podcast.
I ate a bunch of LSD.
I did a series of videos on rape victims.
Dude, being left-handed, it's the worst thing in the world.
With your host, Rob Webb.
Can you tell me if it's cut or uncut?
For visual sakes, oh man, it's a very much so uncut. That's how I roll.
Nice.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Funbox Podcast. I'm your host, Rob Webb. Today, we have Mike Neff with us. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. I got two little views on Mike Neff there.
All right.
And I got and then just me and him at the same time. There we go. And I'm gonna keep it like this. You know, I'm gonna go do a quick break, or a commercial break. I'm gonna get you a water or something. You want something to drink?
Sure.
I did not get that prepared. We had a half hour to prepare, guys, and I still didn't do it right. I didn't do it right. I will get better. We'll be right back.
It's only been a year.
A range of up to 60 feet.
Oh, look at that lovely assist.
And a drenching spray.
Thank you, sir.
The Super Soaker 100.
It's a water gun of a higher caliber.
Also the 50, or the ultimate, the 200.
Are you ready for now? 17 of today's hottest superstars in one all-new Power Pack collection. Move into a new dimension with the year's biggest songs.
Yeah. All right, we're back. Anyway, dude, thank you for coming on again. 1 year anniversary, episode 47. I know you would think it would be episode 52, but there's always things happen. And
COVID happened.
Yeah, COVID happened. I had to get a new computer, and then there's like holidays that go out throughout the year that you can't always like get a guest on or do the right podcast. But I did have content, so I have more than 52 videos. So
I've seen about 80% of them.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a.
I'm subscribed.
Yeah.
So whenever
you
hit one, I pop it and listen to it. So
that's awesome. I'm glad. Not only are you a guest.
You got to support your friends. That's the key to all this. You all want to make it work. You got to support your friends.
Yeah.
Shop local, all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good. We here on a Thursday night, the 15th, is it? The October 15th right now?
I believe so.
I thought we started this in the middle of October. Maybe I was pushing for November to have you on because I felt maybe, I have no idea. Who knows? But this is about a year. I think maybe the 15th of October is when, I don't know when you came on. It was sometime in October. I know that.
I don't remember, yeah.
It was before Halloween.
Lots happened.
Oh, yeah. Yes, dude, it's kind of wild, man. This year has felt like, a lifetime. Because like you think about things that's happened last year, and you're like, oh yeah, and then you realize it was in a whole different. Like society was different. Everything, like even the way people thought.
Everything.
Thinked is not a word. But yeah, everything is totally different. There was a whole, like I remember rock shows. Those were fun. Every now and then you could see one at the old Prague.
Yeah,
it kind of brings you back. I don't know how that still is able to happen, but it happens.
It's just it's awful.
But
it's awful. It had to happen in the first place. Whatever the reason, it sucks. And then here we are. There's no reason to blame anybody or whatever. Let's just get over this and move on.
Yeah, I just want to go to a fucking rock show and high five people, or like random strangers.
You know what I'd like to do? Is get on Facebook and not see a political ad.
Yeah.
Or ask me to be registered to vote. I've been registered since I was 18. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I see a lot of different political stuff, but I've unfollowed. Sorry, guys, I have unfollowed a lot of people just so I could still engage online and on social media. But I'm a snowflake that gets triggered by really, really bad posts sometimes, and if I just don't see them, I won't comment on them. And if I don't comment on them, the better I am, and the better it is for me. So a lot of people I just unfollowed, so I didn't have to see their goddamn garbage. But I love you anyway.
I agree.
I love it's like there's a lot of people I probably politically disagree with more than my own mother, and me and my mother are fine. We love each other, or I agree on more politically than my own mother. You know what I mean? My own mom, we probably disagree on things more than somebody, except I'm from her.
Just from her, period.
From her. And we're okay, so everything's fine. We have more, we share the same thing more than we have differences. We all bleed, we all eat, we all poop. If we can't unite, we can definitely unite on the fact that we need a better way to poop. Sometimes you might want to switch up to baby wipes. I see a lot of people are switching to duvets as a modern thing in America that's getting real popular, duvets.
Yeah, they had them when I lived in Europe in 96, 97, or actually 97, 98. And they had them there. You tried them. It's kind of weird. It's like,
it squirts your butt.
It's like, I don't know about this.
But it's like, it's like if you got poop on your arm, are you just going to wipe it off with a dry piece of toilet paper?
It's a good point.
You're gonna use water.
But do you want your undercarriage soaked too?
Well, some come with a dryer.
Oh, well, in that case, hey.
Or you could just get a little dry thing and dab it. But the thing is,
to each their own.
what I've heard about the dryer thing that blows up on you, since it's blowing, it blows through your crotch and you smell your own asshole.
I'm good. I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna go.
Just baby wipe style or just regular toilet paper style?
Both baby wipes and
gotta
have backup plan.
Well, I'm strictly toilet paper right now, and not strictly. I would, just talking about it now, I kind of want to go to the baby wipes because I'm thinking, wow, I don't think I wiped good enough today. Got to go do some more paperwork.
But anyway.
Enough
of the poop episode.
Yeah. Poop's fun. I mean, I don't have a fart button. That sucks.
Oh, boy.
What the hell?
Old Canada, our home and native land.
A lot of people want to move there.
Not me.
Not me either.
No,
I'm good. I like this. I like where I'm at.
I love hockey, but I hate cold weather. So,
right. Yeah, hockey is pretty cool. I'm actually going to be Jason this year for Halloween.
Oh, that's cool.
Got a nice Jason hockey mask. Well, it's not a legit one. I guess I didn't know they were like metal. I didn't know. But yeah, the real like authentic hockey mask is like a nice solid piece of like fucking metal. And didn't know that.
Yeah, me either. Learn something new every day.
I mean, as far as the replicas that they're making of the Jason mask, they're making a lot of metal ones
I would wear a plastic one anyway, just because metal seems like it's unnecessary.
Yeah, it is. Well, especially for a costume for one day, unless you're going to like Comic-Con or something, and
right, or you're playing goalie,
or you're playing actual goalie. or you're trying to put a mask on and protecting your face from girls trying to kill you while you impale them.
That is true.
What
if Jason wore a modern hockey mask? It might change the movie up a little bit. It won't be as scary, you think? Like a modern goalie.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as scary anymore. It's just like you could see his stupid little face in the thing. You're like,
Here you go again. It's a kid that drowned 700 years ago in 27 movies since.
Like, you're still pissed?
You know what's funny is I gave up on Friday the 13th like movies ago, but I still love Halloween. Like every time another one comes out, I'm totally into it.
Oh, I love Halloween. Michael Myers, the latest one.
That was great.
I loved it. I actually, that is my favorite mask. My favorite movie still is Halloween 2, but the thing I hate about this new one is that it completely ignores the fact that a second one happened.
Is that the Halloween Town one? Like the weird Halloween? Like the Michael Myers wasn't even in it?
No, Halloween 2 had Michael Myers, and it was just...
Maybe that's 3. Part 3 is the weird one then, that he's not even in it.
Yeah, Halloween 3, he's not even in it. Okay, and then Halloween 4 comes around, and he's back.
Halloween 3 is such a bad movie. Oh, such a waste.
Yeah, they completely... they took that name and the whole franchise, and they were just like, no more.
I liked Rob Zombie's 2 he did. I thought those were killer.
Yeah,
no pun intended.
Yeah, I like the first one. I liked the first one. The second one, it was okay. I just don't care about his personal life. I don't care about his mortality or his personal I don't want to know a lot about Michael Myers because it ruins the facade of his mystery and the shape of what he's called. He's called the Shape, and the Shape is a name. Actually, Jamie Lee Curtis used it in the last reboot, or not a reboot, but essentially the sequel to the first one.
Yeah, I thought they ended it, and then now there's another one.
I guess another one's coming out. Yeah.
They're like, no, we're not done making money off this yet. That's one more.
Yeah. But I just prefer to not know too much about it. When I was a kid, it was the boogeyman, essentially. So that's what...
I just hope they don't do the Batman thing, like where they do the whole origin story again.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm so tired of that. Like, everyone knows what happened with Batman. Let's get on to the ass kicking. Like, we don't need a new Alfred or see his mom die. And, it's like, come on, we get it.
Yeah. Like, if anything, Alfred should be dead. I heard there's going to be another Marvel or DC. Sorry, don't want to piss off any of the comic people out there. The DC world. I heard they're going to do like a Flash, Justice League type of thing, to where Michael Keaton is actually going to play Batman in the future, like future Batman, and they're going to go back and forth because the Flash can go through time.
Oh.
I guess there's dimensions or whatever. He could time travel. The Flash can, which
good
I'm learning. I'm learning. The older I get, the more I'm like, I fucking love the Flash now. I think the Flash is pretty damn cool. I like him better than Superman now.
I'm burnt out on superhero movies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
after Endgame, I'm spent. Like, that was a really emotional roller coaster because you invest in the characters over the years, and spoiler alert, but after all that, I'm just kind of like, all right, that's cool. I'm good with it now, and it can do its thing. I'm a huge fan of Thor. Like, I love the whole storyline with Thor and all that stuff. That's cool, but I'm kind of over it now.
Yeah, I didn't even know who Thor was growing up. He wasn't like a special superhero to me. I was just all about.
I was into the Nordic religions and stuff like that. I've always been fascinated by religion, period, just in general. So I kind of studied it a little bit, read some books and whatnot. So that's the only way I knew about it.
Yeah, I was just into Christopher Reeves. I was into that when I was a kid.
Oh, dude, he was awesome Superman. He was a great Superman when we were kids.
Yeah,
with the state of the art we had then, it was cool. Him flying everywhere and stuff, and
the cape was just unbelievably red as fuck. It was just the reddest of red.
I used to tie a towel around my neck and jump off the couch.
Yeah,
trying to be Superman.
Yeah, I had Superman pajamas. I was Superman. I wore my Superman pajamas for like a Halloween parade we did at school or a march. There's like
Hulk was my dude growing up. Like, he was. I love the Hulk. I just like he'd get pissed and just start smashing shit.
Yeah.
And
I liked it too. My younger brother cried. You remember the guy that played Hulk in the show?
Lou Ferrigno.
And he would just shine a green light on him and stuff. He would be green, but then it'd be like a green light as well. It's just like, all right, cool. And my younger brother would cry, like it would scare him. Wow. Lou Ferrigno with his eyes, and
I could imagine though if you saw him in person. I mean, Lou Ferrigno's like 6'4". That's a big dude. He
is
diesel, and So
he's like deaf, like almost full blown deaf. That's wild.
He had speech impediments and stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, we're here. We have the top 5 memes of the week so far.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. You want to go over the top 5
Let's do
memes?
that.
And then after that, we can, I don't know.
We'll talk music.
I
got a bunch of news.
Okay, cool. All right. Top 5 memes of the week. Here we go.
Sounds so much like you.
Take this pic and post it. Yeah. Your friends will put back, cause there's nothing to it. And Facebook asks you so.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Episode 47 segment. This is only 5 memes today. Only 5. But here we go. Meme number 5 of the day. Suh, bruh. Can I borrow everything?
Oh, boy.
Well, that's kind of, I've never met that guy before.
I want to shear him like a sheep.
Yeah, I get where this meme's coming from for sure. It's like one of those free spirit type things. Like, he's so nice. There's no way you could tell me no.
Oh, I could definitely.
Like, sorry, bro.
Yeah, that dude's hair probably. You smelled his hair before he got there, like 20 minutes before he got there.
Like, sorry, bro. I don't know if I could do that. Oh, come on, man.
He's probably a great dude, though.
Yeah. Come on, man. I made you Hot Pockets that one day.
Right.
When you were drunk.
I mowed your yard that one time, remember? Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I don't know too many people like that.
Yeah, not anymore. All right. Number 4. Grandpa, is that a doll? Action figure, Johnny. Action figure.
Holy shit.
For all you Spotify people.
I just want to point out he's wearing a Navy shirt, not an Army shirt. So
yeah, hey.
Want to prove the point yet again, go Army.
In the Navy.
Boo, Navy.
Da-da-da-da-da, in the Navy. All right, so all the people listening, it's a it's an old man with one of those
sex doll
automatic scooters, and he's holding a sex doll, and a kid is asking him, "What the hell?" Those are just creepy.
Hell yeah, they're creepy.
I just don't get it, man.
Why would you want to have sex with a doll when you could? There's a million single people out there. You could.
Yeah, and even for him, there's so many women out there. Even for him.
Yep. There's probably wheelchairboundgrandpas.com out there.
Oh, I know.
Find somebody.
Dude, there's you can find a community that accepts you by and that accepts your fetish with fucking animals. Guaranteed. There's a community for pig fucking or something out there.
I hope not, but yeah,
I'm sure there is. I mean,
you're probably right.
I don't know personally, but I'm just saying
there
probably is. And you could probably find this doll looks like somewhat like of Oriental status. You could find somebody just wanting to be a fucking American citizen. That'll be with you and just be your little. They're like an actual human sex toy for you. Just saying.
There's too many lonely people in the world for there to be sex dolls. Come on.
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
know.
Put a little effort into it, people.
Yeah. All right. Number 3. The doctor said I should touch myself whenever I feel like it. No, he said you could have a stroke at any time. Oh, man.
That's like a dad joke that got a picture put to it.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah. He said I could have a stroke at any time. Hey.
Yeah.
Number 2. How many calories are there in eating pussy? Depends on which direction she wipes. Jesus Christ has left the chat.
Well, it served its purpose. It made me laugh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's pretty funny.
I always like the ones where Jesus Christ left the chat. Like, all right, I'm out of here. Number 1 and the top meme of today. Oh, man.
That's a no. I don't even want to talk about that.
I don't even want to talk about this. The only reason why is because, like, I don't even know if the girl from Wendy's, actual Wendy, I don't even know if she's of age.
Yeah.
That being said, if she was of age, she's pooping
This is just no.
Frosty into a cup.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like there's not much you could really say about this except why is it number 1?
People are weird. I don't know. That's just wrong. I'm a no on that one. That's just judging by the body on that child as a child. And I don't want to see it. So.
All right. No more. All right. That's the last one. That was what's on your mind.
Segment's over.
That's what's on your mind segment is done.
Hello, Linda A. Jones.
Or should I go? There we go. I'll hide this from you.
Rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, rest in peace. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. All right. All right. Very good. Very good. All right, now. All right, you said you got some news.
I got a bunch of news.
All right, let's hear it. What's
I posted it earlier on my music page, but I'm going to be recording my first original single called Trouble this month with Derek Duffield at Birdcage Studios. And
nice.
We're going to try to get it on Spotify as soon as I get it recorded. I got a producer in Alabama wanting to work with me on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it all up here, do it with my old band, the Morning After Band.
Nice.
And they're going to do all the music stuff on it. And my buddy Joe Hall, he's going to pitch in too on guitar. He helped me write it. And yeah, I'm going to send all the stuff to him, have him work a little something. And he did his name's Sherlock. He produced for I can't remember the name of the band now. Pretty big band though. He produced the record back in the day, and you know he's a musician himself. He travels, tours, and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. He's working on a couple deals for me, trying to get me some in-ear sponsorships and.
What sponsors?
In-ear monitor sponsorships.
Oh, in-ear monitor? Okay,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's working on some things for me, putting it together, trying to get me trying to show me how to do it a little more professional than what I've been doing. So he's steering me in the right direction because I'm at the point now where I enjoy playing music, but I don't enjoy it as much as I used to because it's the same old stuff day in, day out, You know how it is. I mean, I've been doing this 20 years. Next October will be 20 years for me that I've been playing up here.
Yeah, I got tired of just jamming because I'm just spinning my wheels.
Yeah, I'm tired of playing Brown Eyed Girl. I mean, I still do it for the crowd. It's not a big deal, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you get tired of the Sweet Home Alabamas and all this other stuff. You want to do your own thing, so I'm throwing my hat in the ring, I'm tired of complaining about country music and not doing nothing about it. So I'm going to write my own songs, and that's what I'm working on. It's a dream come true.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Starting a YouTube channel this month. Going to be putting just kind of like what you're doing here, not a podcast, but it's just me with my originals. And Luke Combs kind of inspired me a little bit to do that because, he got started with Vine.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell a Vine was until I went back and after he got famous and he's like, oh, I did it on Vine,
Yeah.
He got followers.
Yeah, those 7-second videos.
Yeah. I mean, he tore it up and I was just like, shit, I can do that. And,
right.
I'm not as good a songwriter as Luke Combs is yet, but I got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't bore us, get to the chorus.
So, just figured I'm going to try that. And then I'm going to make a music video.
Hell yeah.
Next year, we're going to do a music video up here.
Hell yeah. That's it's so hard to pull things together. I had a couple guests on a couple weeks ago. Rappers out of Illyria, they record so much video, like footage, and they have so much content. And I know it's a little bit easier. I would say they get their beats from somebody else, and if you have the skill, I'm not going to say it's easier to be a hip hop artist, but it's hard to, like, the music itself, I would say, doesn't take as long as a full band to record like live instruments.
Right.
But that, besides that, getting people together to do music videos is a hard thing to do. Like, it was hard for me. I don't know. I just sucked at resourcing or looking for. I sucked at looking for help from people or trying to get help from people, especially people that always want a paycheck attached to everything, you know. And when you're an artist, it's so hard to, or like anything, I guess any kind of entertainment, you got to kind of grind out and pay your dues in a sense, and it's always hard to find those other people that just want to do it for fun.
Well, I've done that. I've put in 20 years of dues around here. Like, I've played people's parties for them. You know how many times I've sold my Zach Brown tickets to play a show because someone's like, but it's my parents' anniversary, please. Yeah. So I'm like, but I got Zach Brown tickets, you know? And they're like, please. And I'm like, fine. So I sell my Zach Brown tickets, and then I'll go play their show playing the same 5 songs I always play, you know? And it's like...
Well, not just that. I'm talking more like on the creative aspect of actually trying to start something where there's possibly no payback for it. Like,
for real, yeah.
Where it's like, can you... trying to have somebody... edit. I guess if you're a video editor and that's your profession, you want a paycheck. But I'm talking about like at the beginning when there's people like, I don't know, there's people that nobody knows who they are, but they still want a paycheck or something. Or they haven't even, or they just started. I don't know. I'm just saying there's a lot of people out there that think the money is like right away. I was like, well, I feel like you could work up a catalog before you could really get paid for anything. Like a catalog, you can't be like, I edit videos and have like one video that you did and expect people to pay you.
Yeah, I'm not expecting that. My buddy Mike Crisp is doing the video. He's going to record it. He's been wanting to do it.
Yeah.
So he did it in Florida. Like, he made videos and stuff, but this would be his first music video. But I figure I've got a really good following. 20 years around here, and I've got a lot of friends that want to do it, and I want to get my childhood friends and all that stuff. And it's a song about Vermilion, kind of. It's like a hometown song. So,
well, I know you could do it because you're actually good. I sucked real bad back in the day, and it just makes me realize, oh yeah, I just probably sucked. Nobody wanted to work with me. That's what it was. Nobody wanted to spend their time editing a video on me.
I just think it's weird how someone will support you when you're doing something silly, but when you go to put something your heart into, a lot of people won't. And it's just kind of weird that, like, they're even your friends sometimes. They're like, oh, you sing covers, I'll come to your shows. But you're like, all right, tonight I'm going to do all original stuff and, tumbleweeds. And it's like, you still got to support that too. Like, I'm not saying my friends. Like, I've been fortunate. I've been really blessed. But it's just, you see a big drop off when people start doing original stuff and trying to, like, I don't know, do their own thing and put it out there. Like, I appreciate that more than anything. Like, I think that's being more real. It's like poetry. It's like painting. You're giving your heart and soul. It sucks that you can only sell it for 99 cents.
Yeah.
For a single or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I'm so jaded now lately. I'm like, I almost prefer playing other people's stuff anymore because that's what people react to. Because when I play one of my own songs, it's like, yeah, I can like it, but if nobody else is singing along with it, I really don't care.
There's that too, but like I said before, like, I've been doing this so long now that I'm ready to put out there and let it get chopped off if it's going to get chopped off. You know what I mean? I'm going to whip it out, and there it is, people. Like, the only thing I can promise you is that I will, like, every song I'm going to record is not going to be recorded to, I don't know, like, just saturate what everyone else is doing. I'm not trying to be the next Luke Bryan or the next Luke Combs. Everything that's going to have heart into it. There's going to be some kind of part of my soul in each song I've written so far. There's a reason behind it. It's not just, here's a list of words and we need a song with a 4/4 tempo in the key of G that says dirt road, truck, girl, dress, Bud Light, Hank. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that type of shit. So I'm putting it out there, and I'm just going to, people like it, they like it, they don't. It's a dream of mine.
Yeah.
I'm bringing everyone around for the ride. So
I was always good at, like, doing that kind of thing too. Like, yeah, but part of it, putting your thing out there and, like, just showing the world who you are. And at the same time, I wish I had more friends that told me I sucked and I should.
I don't think you suck.
No, like at the beginning, there was like a lot of early.
How do you get good at anything? You practice,
dude. There was a lot of early stuff that it's like, wow, you just let this track go through, and we put it and we pressed it. Wow, this is the horrible track, horrible take that I took, and nobody was like, yeah, you were a little pitchy right there, Rob. And I was obviously pitchy. It's like,
I'll be honest with you, I hate my recorded voice with a passion.
Yeah,
I hate it. I can't be my own producer. I can't be my own, because I'm like, scrap it all. Yeah. It all sounds like shit. Like, because the first time I heard my recorded voice doing a demo in a studio, I was like, who's singing this?
Yeah.
And they're like, that was you. And I'm like, bullshit. I don't sound like this. You know, and I'm like, there's a real ego kick, you know? I'm like, Jesus, I suck.
Right. Yeah. It's like, when you first hear your voice on the voicemail or something when you're a kid, you're like, what?
Right. You're like, I don't sound like Johnny Cash? Wait a minute. So, but that's, that's the big thing there, music-wise, announcements, so.
Hell yeah, that's going to be awesome, man. I can't wait to hear that shit.
It's going to be a good month. It's, my buddy Jeff May, he said he heard the original song when I sang it with my buddy Joe, because you need two people in on it. You need two guitars, otherwise it's naked. But he's like, it sounds like the Eagles mixed with Garth Brooks. And I was like, that was a pretty good,
nice.
It's a pretty good encompassing, I guess, part of it. Like, I agree with him in that sense. I was like, hopefully it'll be someone as decent.
I think you're an Eagles fan and a Garth Brooks fan?
Oh, of course. So.
Hell yeah. I just always thought I had a bigger voice than I did, and I always, and in turn, I didn't. Like, compared to Eddie Vedder, I sound like Bob Dylan coming out of like a small, like little 10-inch speaker. Like, and it's just like,
you can call me arrogant. You can call me arrogant if you want, but I think I can compete with today's country singers. Honestly, I think I could.
Yeah, you have that full-bodied, rounded, full-body voice that they all kind of have. Like, and if I think you definitely can.
I mean, everyone's got to have a little edge to them, I guess. Like, you can call it arrogant if you want, but I do think I could compete. I think if we got into a singing contest, I think I could hold my own with them. So
you can ride. Yeah, you can definitely hold
guitar
a flame.
playing, maybe not, but hey, you pay guys to do that stuff.
Yeah, they have the Grand Ole Opry. They'll just pick a random old soggy bottom boy.
I'll get my buddy Rob Music. Do you know him? Who Rob is? Rob Music. He's in Nashville. He plays down there on the stage and all. He's a Nashville musician and stuff. He's from up here, but oh my God, he's a badass on guitar. So I just call him and be like, please.
Hell yeah.
Please do my tour.
Yeah. It's good.
How cool would it be to get a bunch of guys around here, though, and go on tour? You know what I mean? Like country guys that I played with in different bars and bands and whatnot, and just be like, all right, boys, we're going to go open up for whoever at Blossom. How cool would that be?
Oh, man.
That would just be, amazing. So.
Yeah, I'm getting I don't know. I'm pulled in so many different directions in my own head of what I want to do. The music thing has like very plummeted for me, like as far as my even inspiration and desire to want to do it. Personally, just for me, I'd rather listen to you and then hear music rather than like
everything has a timing. I always wanted I was content just being in a cover band for a while because. My first band, The Morning After, we were 10 years, and I thought we were a great band. We put out a great product, and we got along really well, and it was a lot of fun. And then I decided, after that ended, I was like, well, if I'm going to do a band again, I want to do country music because I'm better at singing it than the blues, than rock and blues. Mm-hmm. And we did. We did Uncle Lumpy, and then we got second place in the Best of Cleveland, whatever it was. We ended up being second out of 228 bands.
Wow, that's awesome.
We were the only cover band and country band in the top 10.
That's a feat, yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty cool. So,
yeah, it is. That's something to be proud about.
Then after that ended, and I decided I was just going to do the acoustic stuff and just have fun with that, and ride out into retirement musically. And then actually Chris Stapleton his album Traveler got me like, man, what a deep, really cool album. And I was like, I have stuff I want to say. And it kind of motivated me to do my own thing. So that's why we're here now. And I've been writing and finally came up with a somewhat decent one, and I took it to my buddy Joe Hall and I was like, here it is. And I started singing it to him and he goes, okay, here's the chords for it. Cause I couldn't decide what chords I wanted to put.
Yeah.
So he helped me out and we pieced it together and now I think we got something. So.
Oh yeah. Do you have any, would you be able to do an original today at all?
I don't want to do it without another guitarist.
I got
you. Know what I mean? I want to, when I put it out for the world to hear, I want to put it out there somewhat strong. You know, I don't want to be like, just imagine this and then imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that going on.
You know, I want to hear. I want the backup vocals there. I want the other guitar, and you know. Right. So when I do put it out, I will definitely put it out. Like I want to put it out pretty strong. So
hell yeah, yeah. It's always. I know people that record and they just keep compiling their music, and they have like an insane catalog of music and songs that they could put out 10 records if they wanted to, but they just keep building it up, and it's just their hobby, just to record for their own sake. I'm like, that's fine, yeah, that's good too. I'm like, man, but there's a lot of people that probably want to hear this. You know, that's the only thing too that's like I kind of shift, and I think I waited too long with the mentality of I'm doing this for me and nobody else, because music is medicine. And if it's kind of like having, like, especially if you had the cure for cancer, it could be the cure for, not in a sense, as a metaphor for some cure for cancer for somebody out there in the world. And who knows? What if you have like that song that's like, that's the perfect song for me, and that person listens to it and he decided not to hang himself or whatever it may be, not to be dark or something. So it's like that mentality I had to break away from. Like this, it's almost selfish, but I get why people do it. Like that Jim Morrison attitude, turning your back on the audience and showing them your dick and be like, this is my music, whatever, you're all a bunch of slaves. It's like, come on.
I'm not like that. I just want to share it with the people. And
yeah, I think it's good to share it if you have something. I mean, do whatever you want to do as an artist. It's up to you, but yeah, I would try to persuade people that are artists and that do art of any kind to share it with people, because it might help somebody out. You never know.
Well, I was always scared before to do my own songs. You know what I mean? Like you throw it in a set, and all of a sudden the dance floor empties. The one, and you're like, well, shit, that, play an original, and that's what happens. And it's like,
yeah. I told one of you guys, one guest already, about to play an original, and I don't say it anymore because
that's the key. That's the keys. You don't even tell them.
Don't even tell them.
People dismiss immediately as soon as you say it. It's funny because I've said it a few times, and then as soon as you say it, people they start talking.
Yeah,
they're talking to their friends and they quit paying attention. It's like, this is what you should be paying attention to.
And what they said, like when that guy turned away and talked to his friend, he went, oh, here we go. God damn, here we go. Another original, huh? Yeah, I have an original too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's all good though. I mean, I got some positive role models, that, and some positive feedback from people, and I got friends. Like it's been cool. I got a good group core musicians who have been, that I hang out with and that I bounce stuff off of, and so we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. But that's the thing. I was talking about that. Yeah, it's just hard to find people that are in your corner. Not saying, obviously, people need to get paid. And like, props and kudos and big ups to Steve Long. Back in the day, he did our first music video, song called Focus, with a band called Push Union. And we recorded that in Toledo University. You could look at that. You could look that up on YouTube if you wanted to. But he spent some work on that, and that's before. And I think they were teaching him analog. I think that was all analog editing too, which was a lot harder.
Derek's been cool. He's been very gracious with his time and energy and efforts in studio and stuff, and he's been cool. And Mike's same thing with Mike Crisp. Well, I've known Mike Crisp since I was 5. Yeah, and
it's as hard as
we're 43
artist.
now, and I've known Derek since not long after that. Yeah, we went to kindergarten together at Lake School. So I mean, those type of friendships, you know what I mean? Like, Derek's not going to do me wrong. Mike's not going to do me wrong. They're both, they want to see. Derek could be in a million bands, and he'll still want to see somebody make it, even if it's not him. He'll want to see one of his buddies make it, and that's the kind of guy he is. So it's cool. Like, and I don't think I'm going to go. I'm going to be on CMT or some crap.
Right.
Just helping make a dream come true,
Hell yeah. And that's why I'm doing this. This is just another thing you could just tag onto your catalog. You'd be like, and if you want to hear this song or you want to hear me do this, and I was on the Fun Box, and at some point I'm going to probably take all the musical guests and compile a video or just section them out and put them on YouTube, or maybe I'll have somebody
You've had
else.
some great ones in here. Derek's band was hilarious.
Yeah.
When you had
That
them all
one
in
was
here,
fun.
I was dying laughing. Paul Franks, when you had him.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, you've had some cool, fun. I mean, guys I know, so it's fun watching them. Talk and do their thing. So in this kind of environment.
Yeah, and then a lot of times I just can't get a guest on, so I'll have the Beard Holland Huff on, and every now and then my drunken friends, and we just get behind the mics and act like an idiot. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to get people in some entertainment aspect. It's always so fun to I'm a comedy guy too, so it's just I don't know. The show's still growing. Don't really know what it's about. It's just a variety show now. I think it's just turning into who knows what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
It's not really, a lot of people have a set format, and I do not. I have no idea what I'm doing. But this is, it's fun. I just this has always been my dream right now too, just doing this. Just being hell yeah, and we'll be back after these messages. And
Have you thought about trying to go to broadcasting school or being a...
No, I don't want to spend any money on that. I just don't. Yeah, I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to. I'm the most. I'm not frugal when it comes to my hobbies. I'm broke, guys. So and I'm sure Mike, after this pandemic, he could use some help too. So
we all could.
I'll put a link for your tip jar. Give me a tip jar link. Tip us. Give us money.
Nah.
We want money.
Buy my record when it comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm not talking about back in the past. I wanted to make sure nobody gets me wrong. I'm not saying I had bad people in my life that didn't want to help me out. It's just it's hard to find a group, a team. You almost need a team.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a solo artist that can push you forward in some aspect, and shooting music videos and that's not going to cost an arm and a leg to do,
Right.
And that actually the product ends up being really good. You know?
Mike's already got all the equipment. Derek's already got all the equipment. You know what I mean? It helps. He doesn't have to go out and buy anything. He's got a drone. We're going to do some drone stuff. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
We're going to do some drone stuff. We're going to do some stuff just around town.
Yeah.
My old house I grew up in, stuff like that. And then get the band, you'll see.
Yeah.
And then I want to get, all the people that come to my shows all the time. My core group of fans and stuff that come out all the time, put them in the video. My childhood friends, get them out, have some fun with it. I don't want to make I don't want to say mockery like some other guys have done when it comes. But I want to do a real country music video with real people and no actors. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever seen All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over Tonight, the video by Hank Jr.
Yeah.
But he's got literally all his rowdy friends in a pool or acting crazy. That's what I want to do. I want to just have a big cookout, basically, a big barbecue, and then film it, have a band play and, make a video. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
And then if I can create a little bit of buzz out of this with a YouTube page or a music video or something, and someone sees it and says, hey, maybe there's something here. And then listens to one of my other songs. You know what I mean? That's all it is I'm figuring I'm give it a whirl now. I'm 43. Why not? Too late. It's never too late to try something. So.
Right.
And then it's, like I said, it's making a dream come true. So I've had a great life. I've seen things. I've done things. And now I've been a musician for 20 years. And, that's pretty, I thought about it on the way here, I wonder what we're going to talk about tonight.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I've been a musician almost 20 years. That Bon Jovi line, I've seen a million faces and rocked them all.
Yeah.
I've rocked a lot of faces. I wonder how many people out there that have left the show oh man, that was a cool song.
Right.
Or you know what I mean? Man, those guys tore it up tonight. So, and it wasn't just me. I had a great band behind me, bass players and drummers and all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
Lead guitar players. So
before I was 21, I remember seeing you guys.
Yeah, you saw the morning after.
Yeah, the
me,
morning
Joe,
after.
Brian, and Kevin.
Yeah, at the
or maybe
Sandbar.
Timmy. Yep. Oh, we had so much fun in the Sandbar, dude. I love that place. Actually, I just got this tattoo here. That's the morning after sun.
There we go.
That was our logo from the band. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, you know what? The band meant a lot to me. I put a lot of work into that, so I was like, let me get that logo.
Hell yeah.
So that's what it's there, just to remind me of the good times.
Yeah, I should do something like that. We never had a logo or anything, but
we put a lot of work into it, man. I was the manager and the singer guy, so yeah. I did meat and bar. You know how it is. Meat and bar owners putting up press packets and this, that, and the other. And, so a lot of work went into it.
I remember one show you guys did. Dan Hewitt played with you guys.
Yep. He was in the band for a while.
And he had like a Leslie speaker.
He had a Hammond B3 organ.
Yeah.
Yep.
How'd you guys get it in there?
Oh, dude. We carried it so many places. We carried it upstairs.
What?
Oh, man. I actually literally got a hernia one time carrying his organ up.
Oh, you got a hernia. That's like permanent, isn't it?
Literally gave myself a hernia.
I thought a hernia like breaks through your abdominal, like.
Yeah, they just put a screen in it. You have to have surgery, but
that's permanent though, right? That screen is there.
Yeah, it's in there. It like just does what it does.
Ugh, that's the creepiest shit though. It's like, you got a foreign object in your body.
Well, the worst part was trying to sing that night with a hernia. You know what I mean? Like that was the worst part because it was just like because I pulled it on my left side, my groin.
God.
So I was just like trying to sing and trying to walk or stand up all night. And I was just like, oh, this sucks. After that, I was like, I'm never touching that Leslie or that organ again. I was like, you better get a keyboard.
Dude, I'm surprised I don't have one, or at least a blown out asshole of some sort, like a hemorrhoid or hernia.
I was lifting with my legs.
Jeez.
No, but Dan was a hell of a player. Dan brought us up a level too. We were just, your basic classic rock and blues band, and dressing like a bunch of knuckleheads. And then Dan put us up on game, I guess, if you will. Like, hey,
yeah.
He always said if you walk into a bar, you should be able to tell who the band is. If everybody's standing around, you should always be able to tell who the band is. So I was like, it's a good thing to think of. So we kind of started.
Unless you're going to like a reggae show.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say.
And then the guy
you try
like
to stand out a little bit, or
camo shorts and flip flops gets on stage. You're like, oh shit, he's about to. Oh shit.
I get that a lot. I mean, I've been dressing in shorts this last year.
Dude, I never looked like I was in a band.
Yeah.
Ever.
I hate wearing pants on stage. You get so hot when you're singing, and
yeah, I was like always wondering why. And anytime I wore pants, people would comment on it like, "Aren't you hot?" I'm like, well, you don't want to see my pasty white bullshit legs. And then every time I don't wear pants, they're like, wow, you need to get some sun on them legs. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to right now.
Right.
So I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Well, in the summertime, you're playing here in Ohio, it's 900 degrees in the sun. And a lot of bars, you're playing outside patios. There's no shade for the guitar player.
Yeah.
Everybody else has their own little, hut or whatever. And so it's like, it gets hot out there.
Ugh. Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to yawn. I don't know what's going on, but I do. If anybody's been watching the past year, you notice I get gas a lot and I burp a lot. So that's what's going on all the time, guys. I burp.
Damn it.
I got to stop eating before the show.
Yeah, definitely. I don't eat like 3 hours before a show.
See what's going on?
And then when I do, I get that while I'm singing. I'm like, sorry.
And garlic. Yep.
It's hard though. Like I played J Bistro a lot this year in Sandusky, and their food is oh my God, it's so good. So every time I go there, I want the scallops and risotto and stuff, and it's just like, can't eat till after the show, and it's just like, damn it.
I went to a restaurant called Sortino's yesterday in Sandusky.
Okay.
It's an Italian restaurant. It was really good. But I had the lasagna, and I had them put a big ass meatball on it with it, and then topped it off with some more ricotta cheese. They have all these options you could, and it's the serving sizes are amazing, and man, it was good. And they sit you down at the table with bread and like this garlic oil, basil,
just like over at
dip,
One here in Vermilion.
Yeah, are they still open?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they open back up. I love
Salvador's?
Salvatore's.
Salvatore's.
Or Salvatore's, whatever. Salvatore's.
Okay.
They have great food, yeah. Love them.
They're still there. All right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I love Italian.
That's my favorite food, I think, that you can go get.
Yeah. Dude, they have so many things.
Irish pub food's great too, though. Like, I love that stuff. I'm trying to think of the name of it now. It's with the... whatever.
Yeah, what's Irish?
Shepherd's pie, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Love that stuff. But Italian, man, oh my God, it's the best.
Yeah, I'm I love it, man. I'm full blown American. I love all types of international stuff.
Oh yeah, me too.
Mexican,
Love Mexican food and Chinese food.
Asian, yeah, Chinese. I don't know much about Indian.
I've messed with curry a little bit, and I didn't like it. And there's some other stuff, like their sweets. Like I had an Indian lady that I worked with before. She brought in these donuts covered in this stuff, and it's just not appealing to me.
Yeah.
Not at all. But it could have just been, one thing.
I had my first cannoli yesterday.
Oh, dude.
Maybe it was the... Are they seasonal? Do they change up the recipe throughout the year?
I don't know.
Because, or is a cannoli
I'm pretty sure
it's
like a family thing. Like a family makes it a certain way, and then that's...
This one seemed seasonal for this month. It had almost like a... And the cream, it had like a nutmeg...
No, that's normal.
That's normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember the pizza shop in Vermilion that was down by the Convenient, by the boats down there? It was only there for a little while. They had cannolis they sold there, but they were the best cannoli I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And when they closed the place up, I was like, no.
That sucks. Well, I've never had any cannoli, and this is the first one, and I'm like, I could only eat like half of it, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. This is too rich. It was almost just too rich.
Yeah, very rich. I'm not into rich food either, but
in the pastry or cracker or whatever, the tube, whatever that's called.
Yeah, the cannoli roll.
The cannoli roll. There we go. It was pretty good. I mean, I don't know.
It's like cheese mixed with something. I don't remember what it is, but it's cheese mixed with something else, and the little cannoli cracker thing.
Yeah, it was definitely. Maggie had it first, ate it first, and I was like, "So what was it like?" She's like, "It was like a brand of dessert on its own." She couldn't tell me. I was like, "Well, I guess it tasted like a cannoli then."
Yeah, I've had the ones at Olive Garden, and they're like mass produced.
Yeah,
they're frozen and
no, yeah.
That restaurant or that pizza shop in Vermilion was the best cannoli I ever had. And then I had another one at it's in North Olmsted on Olmsted Boulevard. Frankie's, I think is the name of the restaurant there, an Italian joint. And I had a cannoli there too, and that was really, really good, really, really good.
Frankie's.
That was our celebration spot for the morning after band. For Joe and I, we'd go to Guitar Center, spend all our money, and then we'd go to Frankie's and have Italian.
Yeah, just bought a new pedal.
Yeah. Well, we did. We paid for everything. We bought everything up front before the band even started. So speakers, name all of it.
Nice. Yeah, I remember being in a band in high school. Like that was always a big deal. Like trying to get the PA. It was like piece together a good PA, and we were like with no money in high school, just trying to like jam. There's so many different versions of a PA I've used.
I had a karaoke machine I used for a guitar amplifier.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've done that too. Dude, I remember playing the flying machine. They mic'd, like we had an amp we made out of like this. It was like a 12 or 15-inch house speaker or like for a home entertainment like system. And the speaker was like 2 pounds. It just had no substance to it. And we put it into this random cabinet that it fit into and just wired it up. And then I don't know how we amplified it, but put in some like cheap PA, like 4-channel solid state PA on top of it. And I was like, well, that's your amp. We'll line this out into that. And then seeing the flying machine like try to mic this thing was just I was like, why are you, I give you credit for trying to make this sound good, but it's not going to happen. And it was always clubs like that. And when you're in a metal band at that age, it's like everything's turned up to the loud stick and go, but everybody in the band is still like, I can't hear myself.
Well, there's a lot to be said for on stage volume being a minimal thing. Like you learn that. That's one of the keys you learn growing up, I guess. Or as you go along, you're like, hey, if we turn it down up here, we can hear our monitors.
Yeah.
Or put it more in the it's like, oh, okay, figuring stuff out.
Yeah, that's why I don't even want to go beyond. I almost think a twin reverb Fender is too much now.
That's what I had, and it is too much. I mean, you get 80 watts, you don't need that. Like I'm getting a 25 watt Fender Hot Rod Deluxe or something, and that's it. That's all you really need.
Yeah, that's all you need. And that's I have a Blues Junior Fender. That's you just mic that, and it's solid, man. Yep. It sounds delicious too.
Oh yeah, any good tube Fender amp I play a Les Paul, so like
you mic it sounds real good.
Gibsons and Fender amps go together like peanut butter and jelly. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
I'm working on a Firebird right now, though. That's the next one I want to get. My next collection, Gibson Firebird. I don't want the Epiphone. I looked at them. I would rather just.
What shape is the Firebird? I can't remember.
It's the weird oblong. What's his face? The albino guy played it. The blues guy. I don't remember his name all of a sudden.
Is it big in the metal world at all?
Maybe. I don't know. Warren Haynes has a couple of them. It's got it's like an Explorer.
I was thinking the Explorer.
But they reversed it.
Oh, okay.
And it's softer edges, no hard points and stuff.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Warren Haynes has a couple of them he plays. But they're mini humbuckers in them, and they're all one piece of wood in the middle with the two little flanks on the side. So, and the sustain's just ridiculous.
Right. I always get the Mustang and the Jaguar mixed up. The Fender Mustang and the Jaguar are always mixed up.
One's got all the switches.
Yeah.
I've never been into Fender guitars as much as I am Gibsons because the necks. I mean, I do love a Telecaster though. Like it's a man's guitar. It's it's just a plain piece of wood with a neck on it.
Yeah.
But
I like the way they sound.
Strats. I don't know. I play too hard. For a Strat, I can't make it. I always take it out of tune, or I'm
too twangy.
No, it's not the twang part. It's like I just make the guitar sound bad. The guitar's fine. Anybody else could play it just fine. But the way I play, I need something with a thicker neck.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, the Gibsons seem to have a more chunky neck, more thicker, beefier. I'm super stubborn with the Gibson Fender conversation because if I believe this with all my heart, if AC/DC played with a Strat or a Telecaster, I think their songs would just crash and fucking be that much harder. It would hit harder to me. It would just slam.
I 100% disagree. I don't think it would sound as good without that tone of a Les Paul.
That tone, but the tone, to me, the tone just seems... It seems like real controlled. Like it's nice and everything. It just the Fender. I guess I always think of Hendrix or something, and it's just like wow.
Well, anything sounds better when Jimmy's playing it. But,
yeah.
Yeah. But if you're looking, just the sound of AC/DC is it's a pie in the face of just tone.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Even the rhythm guitars.
It's like real tony. The Gibsons have a lot more tone. I always looked at them as like a Rolls Royce compared to or they're a Cadillac, and the Fender is like a hot rod, the Gibson has something with torque, and the Fender is like speed. If it was like cars.
No, you're absolutely right. Like it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're playing a Southern rock song, there's certain sounds and stuff, and Gibsons seem to give them off. And then sometimes you need that Telecaster dancing on top of the Gibson because it's got
I see that a lot.
The
too.
higher tones, it'll cut through a little more in the mix of all that mud.
Seems like the rhythm guy's playing that Gibson, and like the chunks and like the nice chords, and then the lead guy ends up ripping up on the thing. But then the lead sounds good on a Gibson too. Don't get me wrong. Everything, if you play good, you could play on anything, and it sounds pretty damn good as long as it stays in tune. I just have this like Fenders just are like a crash through a wall punch in the face to me. Like Motley Crue, I don't know if he plays a Fender or if it's a variety of a Fender Strat.
He plays whatever's light because of his back and that stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what but look at Nikki Sixx is playing the Firebird bass.
Yeah,
Gibson.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, but it's like like you said, it's all in the eye. It's all in the guitar player's hands. You could take a $2 Walmart guitar, and in the right hand, it's going to sound like a Gibson. I
just can't. If I hear a Gibson compared to a Fender, when somebody, even if they're good, they're both good at playing, I could tell the difference. And for some reason, to me, the Fender just peels through. I don't know. Maybe it's just my own personal. It just hits me and I'm like,
it's probably the range of, I don't know the technical term for it, but the pitch range that you appeal to. Like, I might like the lower end type stuff, and you might like the higher mid range.
Yeah.
So it just could be.
Yeah, the frequencies are bouncing in a certain area that I'm just like, whoa, yeah.
Like I love ZZ Top. Like I really do love ZZ Top, and he uses all kinds of guitars, but I
Yeah.
mean, his first sounds, Tres Hombres was a Les Paul.
Okay.
And
Flying V too. Didn't he play Flying V?
He's played everything.
I've seen him play a bunch of stuff.
But when he recorded, it was on that 58 Les Paul. But it's like he uses 9s, 8s sometimes.
Oh wow, yeah.
And you think tone, I'm like, I'm putting telephone wires on my guitar,
Yeah.
No, he's getting all that out of that Les Paul with those little ass strings.
Yeah, that's something.
That's like wow. You
can't get that out of a Fender. Like what? I don't know.
No,
Stevie Ray Vaughan, like he was like 13 gauge strings or something like that.
His G string was like another A or E string,
and you could hear that. It's like you could hear like the meat. It's like, how strong are your fingers? Let me see your calluses.
I want to see it. I would love to have seen his hands.
Yeah, like what are they like? The tips of his
like
fingers.
When you see him playing guitar, his thumb, he's got like monkey hands.
Yeah,
like his thumb's like hanging over here, hitting the high E, and it's like
I've had to go down because I started on 12 gauge because my friend was playing 12 gauge on a Gibson, so it was like the most tony shit ever.
Yeah,
and especially when you drop it down to like a drop tuning, we were like a half step down, so we went down to drop C, and or something like that. Yeah, we were like a full step down, and then we'd go down to it was like that whole new metal thing that we were into. We need more low end. Does this sound evil enough? No.
Well, I'm down now. I mean, even on this guitar, I'm down to. I was playing 12s. Now I'm going. This is the first time I put 11s on it, just because I'm just hand fatigued. Tired of playing. My hands start cramping up in the summertime and stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
some.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the bar chord songs that I do, I'm just like, they seem like the most simple songs, but my hand is like cramping up like a crazy, like son of a bitch. I'm like,
my Les Paul still has 11s on it. Like I leave them on there. Just I've done everything from 9 up to 12 on it, and the 11 is where it's the sweet spot. So,
right,
that's where it sounds best.
Well, man, you know what? You know what I want to do?
What that is?
I want to hear you play a nice little ditty. Well, actually, everybody wants to hear that.
I don't know if everybody. My kid told me the other day I sing too much.
Oh, God. Man.
She does not share my musical
That's what would, if I had a
dream.
kid, man, my kid's going to end up getting to that age where I'm like, man, shit, my kid's smarter than me. Or like,
she's 13.
Or something. I'm going to feel something like they have something that I don't, and I'm going to resent them for that and be like, why?
No, my kid.
Why not me?
She's my everything, dude. I've always wanted to be a dad, and always, I was glad I got the opportunity. So, I mean, my kid is amazing. I love her to death. It's just funny that when I was her age, all I wanted to do was be Garth Brooks, because that's when I just, Garth Brooks came out in '89, and I was just about her age.
Yeah.
And I was just like, holy shit, Garth Brooks, let's be Garth Brooks. I love it. I didn't dress in the cowboy hats because it's kind of dumb to me, but just not a cowboy, but
right.
But the music she's into and stuff, it's just, it's not the same. But she's a good kid. Oh God.
I wanted to. There's like this skit that I saw. Here it is. This is so funny. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. It was a Garth Brooks. It was an old SNL skit with Garth Brooks. He's sitting around a fire with like real cowboys, and they're all exchanging cowboy stories.
Oh.
And he's exchanging his, and it's like, yeah, you know how you're like on stage and the laser lights are getting in your eyes? They're like, what? He still has a mouthpiece, like a wireless mouthpiece connected to
his headset on. I love Garth. I mean, I'm not his new stuff. I haven't really been checking out much, but his old stuff I loved. His first 5-6 albums, actually his first 7 albums, I was into. I'm getting into more Tyler Childers type stuff though, personally, like a rootsy type. Like listening wise. Like I like Sturgill. I love Tyler Childers though. I think he's one of my favorites now.
Yeah, me too.
And Tedeschi Trucks Band. I've been jamming them a lot too.
I was talking to JP Ham. He was on the show. He was saying the same thing. He's definitely special. A lot of people are really gravitating towards Tyler Childers. He makes me feel like a kid when he sings, because it reminds me a lot of that old Southern gospel that I was raised with.
This is gonna get loud. You might want to definitely turn my vocal down.
Oh yeah,
because I'm a projector.
Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Neff everybody.
If you know me, you know I love my Allman Brothers. So I figured I'd do an Allman Brothers song tonight. Even though I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden. Midnight Rider, there we go.
Well, I've got to run to keep from hiding, and I'm bound to keep on riding, and I've got one more silver dollar, and I'm not gonna let 'em catch me, no, not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. And I don't know the clothes I'm wearing, and the road goes on forever, and I've got one more silver dollar, and I'm not gonna let 'em catch me, no, not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. And I've gone past the point of carrying the same old bed I'll soon be sharing, and I've got one more silver dollar. Well, I'm not gonna let 'em catch me, no, not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. I said, no, I'm not gonna let 'em catch me, no, not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. One more time, no, I'm not gonna let 'em catch me, no, not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. Whoa, right on.
There we go.
Yay, Allman Brothers.
Oh man. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I always get requested for that song, and I'm like, I think what it is the lyrics. I don't know all the words.
That's one of the only ones I do know all the words to. That's why I have to keep my book now, man. My memory's going to shit after all these songs. I mean, we're musicians. We know thousands of songs that, and you know, the chords all mixed together. And
Yeah, I'm a weird like masochist when it comes to putting myself in awkward situations and challenging myself. I'm pretty much a fool for doing that. But there was one day with Mr. Show, I just went away with my book of songs, and I just was like, I'm gonna learn these songs, and I don't care if I forget the words. It's on me, and it's gonna be, and I'm the idiot, and I'm gonna have to learn from that stupid mistake.
yeah, I mean, that's, when I was with my band, I had
Yeah.
all my stuff memorized, but you know, you also play them so many times.
Yeah, and then it forced me. And what I realized is that all the times reading it, and when I take it away, I'm like, I actually do know them more than I thought I did. And then
Right.
I'd actually remember them more. And then the more you play, the more you can do it. So now everything that I do, like I can't. So if I learn a song, I try to get the song down, like the lyrics down before I even play it, because it's just one more thing I don't have to pack like a notebook or something, and it's just like there's nothing there. I've seen Sting use words, so like, you know,
Ozzy does. He's got teleprompters and
yeah, so it's a normal thing. I'm just a weird person that
it looks
like,
better with the band when there's nothing
yeah,
on stage.
yeah, and not that it's tacky or anything. I'm just me personally. Because I don't care when people need words, and that's fine. I need them half the time too, and I just like if I had them, I'd probably have better shows because I'd be able to do way more songs and stuff and more requests.
Well, that's just it. Doing what I do now, I have 130 songs in my book.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And
you know,
it's all the way from Bryan Adams to
yeah.
Bob Seger. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's in everything in between. So
Right? Yeah, I don't even know how many I would have right now. I think one time I tried to write. It was a pointless thing to start. I started it, and I'm like, oh, why did I begin doing this? It's just going to keep going. Because if you know G, D, and A or whatever, you could essentially know 800 million songs.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, people are amazed that, when I tell them like D, C, and G, I'm like, well, that's Sweet Child of Mine. Can't you see? There's a million, all 3 songs are, there's a billion songs with those 3 chords.
Yeah.
And they're just like, really? And I was like, yeah, there's only so many chords.
Yeah, there's only 12, and what is it, 12 actual notes?
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like whatever.
I'm not a music major, but I think so. Or 8, something.
Yeah.
An octave.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then you have the minors. So yeah. So you get the 5 in the pentatonic. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 5. So the 7 and then the 5 pentatonic, or the black keys, they tell you.
Black keys.
The loophole that the old American soul discovered, which is, I don't know why it took that long, with music being as old as it is.
Yeah.
And the concept of the pentatonic scale is really not that. I mean, it's probably, I'm sure, I don't know, Wolfgang, Mozart or whatever, Beethoven, whatever. I'm sure they had like, their Black Keys song was like, yeah, that's like all you got to do is play all the Black Keys and it sounds like a song. Right. And I'm sure they had that in their thing, but it was like when it comes to blues music, or that is like such a phenomenal like breakthrough in music. It's just
yeah, but back then they had, you had your Italian, the German,
yeah,
and, and that you had to. The Black Keys are probably beneath them. They had to do.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the actual Black Keys.
Oh, the band?
No, or the keys on the
right. That's what I'm saying. Though. I'm
okay.
saying like those were playing those all the time. Were kind of like everyone says blues. Oh yeah.
Oh right, I got you.
Like,
You're cheating. Yeah.
Yeah. Like okay, anybody can play the blues, and then they go playing arpeggios and crap.
Oh
and
right.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like okay, but I'd rather listen to a blues guy than anybody shred. Like Steve Vai could play his ass off.
Right.
But I would listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan any day over that, just because
it
has more heart and feel to it for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or music is in the ear of the.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to Buddy Guy. Like, he's not even the best blues guy.
I'm not your guy, buddy. But yeah. I'm definitely more of a fan. I think Proctor asked me my favorite singer. I didn't know what to say because I didn't know, and I'm like, I don't know. There's too many.
What about that Deftones dude?
Oh, I don't really look at him as a singer.
Oh, really?
I mean, he is, but I'm not.
Chris Stapleton is my favorite singer.
Yeah, I would say mine of all time, probably Ray Charles.
Ray Charles is number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Otis Redding.
Yeah. So, I'd say Ray Charles, Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke's good too. David Ruffin's in my top 5.
Nothing's really pops out to me that's a current. Somebody that's still alive doesn't really pop out to me right now.
Just Stapleton for me. Like
he is good.
I saw him live. Like his recordings are great, but live, dude, it's
I don't know how he does it, dude.
It's a religious experience. I mean, I'm dead serious. Like watching him up there, I was took my girlfriend and we went and saw him, and I was just like, people were talking around me, and I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't you hear this?
Yeah, like what are you doing? Yeah.
It's like, why are you talking about tampons or whatever you're talking about? He is up there singing. Like this is religious people. Like, and I had chills the whole night, dude, for real. Like, and I was on the lawn, 100 miles away, and I'm just sitting there with my eyes closed, just like, oh my God.
Right.
Like, it was perfect, dude. It was just perfect. So.
All right, dude. Well, thank you for playing, man.
Yeah, no problem.
There's a quick, real quick Thursday live video we did. That's kind of cool. I'm glad we were able to pull that off, and thanks for doing it and kind of quick notice for this. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know you did if you watched. If you watched, in the comment section, type out type out fuck yeah, Mike.
Actually, come see me October 30th at the Poorhouse in Amherst, Ohio. I'll be playing 7 to 10. So there you go. Come do that. Do me that solid. Poorhouse is one of the bars that they don't sell food. You know what I mean? So they've been just beat from this pandemic we're going through. So any business, you know, is good business. So come on out and see me. Be doing country the way I do it, doing Mike Neff country. So we'll go from there. So.
Oh yeah. All right, dude. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Rob, and happy 1 year anniversary, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man. This is a time. I would say it flew. It did in a sense, but like I said, this year's been a little wild. But thank you. Peace out, guys. Subscribe. Look up Mike. And
Neff Music.
Neff Music. I'll put some
1-3
links in there, and whenever you come out with stuff, let me know, and I'll put it on.
Will do, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the help, support.
Hell yeah, man. We out of here. Where's my outro? Peace.